Hello everyone. Today we have a session.
Hey there.
Hello everyone. Today we have a session with Maya on StreamYard. We will talk about some. We'll ask some questions about our topic. The topic is time management. The topic is time management, and we will ask some questions from Maya to tell us about how we can effectively use our time to have a managed good life. Hello, Maya.
Hi, everyone. Sounds like you're diving into some practical stuff today, time management and different time zones. I'm happy to weigh in wherever I can.
So, Maya, my first question is what is time management and why is it important in daily life?
Time management is figuring out how to make the most of your day. Instead of letting things just happen, you plan when to tackle different tasks, setting priorities, and working smartly rather than just rushing around. And why is it important? Well, when you've got things handled, you have way less stress. You actually get things done instead of feeling constantly behind. And you end up with some actual time to enjoy yourself instead of just working all the time.
Okay, Maya, my next question is what are the main causes of poor time management?
Okay, so um, there are a bunch of usual suspects. Procrastination is a big one. Everyone does it. Putting off what needs to be done. Then there's distraction, like getting pulled into random tasks instead of focusing on the important stuff. But often it comes down to bad prioritization, not knowing what actually matters versus what seems urgent. Poor planning, being unrealistic about how long things take, and yeah, just being disorganized in general. It's usually a combo of those things rather than any one big cause.
Okay, you have told very effectively, very good answer. And my next question is how does effective time management improve productivity?
Essentially, you're getting more done in the same amount of time when you're efficient with it. It's not about doing more stuff overall, it's about what you actually accomplish in the hours you have. When you plan out your day instead of just flailing around, you eliminate the wasted time between tasks. Stop working on random stuff that doesn't matter and make sure your energy goes toward what actually moves the needle. If you've worked really hard at something that doesn't give much benefit in return, no one would do that long term. So, time management means you get smart about the highest impact tasks. You're still there, Mohammed. I think I might have caught a bit of audio glitch there. Didn't quite hear that clearly.
Yes, have a good answer. Now, my next answer question is what are the key principles of good time management?
Sorry about the audio there. Take your question. Key principles are setting clear goals, knowing what you actually want to achieve, then prioritizing, using things like Eisenhower matrix, urgent versus important, to figure out what deserves your focus, planning, making a daily or weekly schedule, but also being flexible enough to adjust when things change. Avoiding procrastination by breaking tasks down into smaller, manageable steps. And finally, learning to say no to things that don't align with your priorities.
Okay, very good. My next question is how can
Cool.
setting
What else?
goals help in managing time better? How can setting goals help in managing time better?
Goals basically give you a target, right? Instead of bouncing around without direction, knowing what you're working towards lets you work backwards from there. Map out a task that will get you there step by step. Plus, there's something about having a destination you can keep an eye on. It automatically pushes your brain toward tasks that actually move the needle instead of pointless work.
Okay. What is the role of prioritization in time
What's
management?
next? The idea is that everything on your to do list isn't created equal. Some things have way more impact than others. Prioritizing, especially with tools like the Eisenhower matrix I mentioned before, helps you sort what's genuinely important versus just urgent or distracting. When you tackle the most important stuff, first, you're making sure the most valuable work actually gets done. It frees up space in your day for the more urgent stuff, too, instead of trying to juggle everything at once.
Okay, my next question is how can a daily schedule improve time efficiency?
A schedule is essentially turning day into today. When you block out time for specific tasks instead of hoping they'll magically happen, that's when it becomes real to your brain. It becomes predictable. You know roughly how much focus time you'll need rather than letting your day get dictated by distractions. The more you schedule, the more of a routine it becomes. The whole day just becomes more predictable and less stressful, and that actually saves a surprising amount of time in the long run.
Good, very good. What are some common
Great.
time wasting habits?
Oh man, where to start? Endless email checking, getting sucked into social media, unnecessary meetings that could have been emails, multitasking, perfectionism. The big one, though, is just not knowing what you should actually be working on, drifting from task to task instead of following your schedule, like having 10 tabs open randomly between them.
Okay, good. Now, what strategies can be used to overcome procrastination?
Brum, brum. Breaking down big tasks is huge, makes them way less overwhelming. But also knowing your own patterns. Are you procrastinating because something's genuinely hard or just boring? For hard stuff, break it down into even smaller steps. Write the first sentence instead of write the report. For boring stuff, reward yourself for finishing chunks. 10 minutes of this, then I get coffee. And sometimes you just gotta brute force it, put a timer on, tell yourself you'll work on it for 15 minutes, then see how you feel. But yeah, the key is recognizing that you're avoiding something first, not just scrolling or mindlessly surfing.
Okay, good. Next question is how does technology
Next,
time management?
technology is a double edged sword. It can be massively helpful calendar apps to do lists, productivity trackers, reminders, but also a massive distraction. Notifications popping up, rabbit holes of YouTube or Instagram, endless email. The trick is to use it consciously, turn off notifications, use tools that block distracting websites, and honestly, sometimes the most efficient tool is just putting your phone in another room. It really comes down to being deliberate about how you integrate tech into your work process.
Okay, good, very good. Next question is what is the importance of work-life balance in time management?
Okay, so this is huge. Time management shouldn't just be about getting more work done. A lot of people treat it that way, but that actually burns you out. You need to actually schedule time for things you enjoy, hobbies, friends, family, downtime. Because if you work yourself to the bone and never recharge, eventually productivity will tank anyway. Work life balance isn't some luxury, it's fuel for actually staying efficient long term.
Okay, very good answer. How can students manage their time effectively
Thanks.
for studies?
Students have a unique set of pressures. The main thing is really breaking down semester workloads into smaller chunks so it doesn't feel overwhelming. Use a planner religiously, deadlines for assignments, exams, readings. Figure out when your brain works best. Some people are morning people, others focus better late at night. Work with your natural rhythms. And honestly, schedule breaks, they're mandatory appointments. Your brain needs time to rest and process. They should also schedule social time and leisure activities so they don't burn out from too much studying.
Okay. What are some practical tools or
Anything else you'd like?
what are some practical tools or techniques for time management?
There's the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of focused work, then 5 minutes break. The Eisenhower matrix for prioritization, like we talked about. To-do list apps like Todoist or TickTick are super popular. They can integrate across devices. Calendar blocking, where you schedule specific time slots for tasks. And honestly, sometimes the most effective tool is just a simple notebook and pen. Getting it out of your head and onto paper makes a huge difference. It really depends on what style works for each person, honestly.
Thank you for your answers. It was a great session, and the answers were very good, very
Of
concise.
course,
I love the session. Thank you, Maya, for your time. Thank you.
you're very welcome, Mohammed. Glad you found it helpful. Thanks for having me. Sounds like you've got a good handle on this stuff already. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Take care.